Well, tell me, if I wasn't an actor in the film, if I was just any person in America,
Yes.
why I should go see Spot Check. What makes it different than any other movie?
Because it's an actual good film. Like it's a solid, just it's a great film. The construction is amazing. The acting is good. I mean, yes, we're all some of us novice or haven't done it before, but I mean it's a really talented cast, and it shows because Mr. Romero helped to pick and choose who. It wasn't just like, oh, you come be my film, and there was thought behind it, and people were placed in certain places to do certain things, and they delivered. So it's just an all around good film. It's funny. I mean, it's genuinely hilarious. Like taking myself out of the equation, it's a funny film. I wouldn't consider it a family film. I mean, maybe if your family's older, but there are certain things that are a little risque. But that is the appeal of certain movies. That naughtiness about it. That talking about things like Operation Poop Cup. I mean, stuff like that.
Who comes up with that?
Operation Poop Cup.
Yeah.
Now that was it was a setup to get one of the team Trinity. They were trying to hold up in their room because it was like the last day right before everything was counted and everything was done. So they were trying to hold up so we couldn't get to them, Team MGM. So with me and the other team members, we decided to come up with Operation Poop Cup, and that's where there's a cup and then there is poop. They become one. They become into a bag. Put the bag into the holding area for the Team Trinity and basically just smoke them out or just poop them out, basically, is what that was.
I was your English teacher.
Yeah, so she worked.
But did you ever participate in any of my productions?
I did participate.
You seem to forget to mention those, and I think it's very important. I believe I flew you in from Texas for one of them, so they are worth mentioning.
I actually on purpose forgot to mention it, but no, I had the pleasure of working for you, on your Headliners tour and your Where Are They Now tour, and those are like the variety shows that you put on over at Somerset. My 8th grade year and then my freshman year of high school. So I came back for the second one, the Where Are They Now tour, and the Headliners is what I did in my 8th grade year. I remember 8th grade year I was Otis Day. I was Otis Day for the song Shout, and I sang that beautifully with my amazing voice. It was very interesting. You were very supportive, so that was really fun. And then Headliners tour. In the Where Are They Now tour, I was Right Said Fred for I'm Too Sexy. And I wore a full body, just like a leotard with...
Spandex.
Completely stretchy. And you gotta imagine, I'm not just I'm not a sample size. So that was just like a tube of toothpaste. And just like, it was not nice. It's not pretty. And then I had the wrong underwear on, so you could tell that I had those little briefs at the bottom. I thought that was very, very cool. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Also, if you remember, I had to wear, this is the second time thinking about it, this is the second time that you've had me in a dress or some kind of female getup, because the first time was in the Headliners tour. I got up and I danced with Bruce Springsteen, and I was his little...
The lady from the audience.
A lady from the audience.
You were Courtney Cox.
I was Courtney Cox, yes, but with a blonde ratty wig. I mean, it needed some TLC, but I worked it in my like tie-dye rainbow blouse and my white skirt.
You look like a DMV worker, kind of. You did. Typical lady you would see at the DMV.
I loved it though. It was great. I loved having to ask my mom, Mom, can I borrow one of your bras for school? That was my favorite. She was like, oh, you can use that one over there. She just didn't miss a beat, so there's one over there you can use. It's an older one.
Okay, so as we got to know each other, I knew you had a love for musical theater, so I decided to take you to, go and see the local high school productions to kind of inspire you.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
Yeah. You want to talk about that experience we shared?
Okay, so what happened was, Miss Romero, you were so gracious as to bring me to the Bayer High School production of Bye Bye Birdie. Mm-hmm. And I think it was during a more joyous part of the musical.
I would disagree. It was the love song. Okay.
Okay, so ballad, up tempo, whatever. Okay. Honestly, it was the slower part of the production.
The climax of the play.
A very pivotal, important part in the play, and then for some reason, I don't know what happened. Some kind of device went off. I don't remember what it was. It could have been a pacemaker or something. I can't remember think of what it was. It was my cell phone. My cell phone went off. My cell phone went off. I know, bad theater etiquette, but my cell phone went off. And I don't know what it was, but it was a very obnoxious ring.
It was the worst ring you've ever heard, and then he doesn't turn it off.
Well, see, because what I usually do, because in school, like when that happened, you never go, oh my gosh, my phone, because instantly the teacher sees it, and then it's like, bam, give me your phone. But what you do, you just start talking or make noise, or you look away, or you act like, that's not me, I don't know what that is, and hopefully it dies down while you're secretly in your pocket trying to turn it off. That's what I tried to do, but it didn't help. And then you were not help either. You kind of just sat there, and then you did one of these, like, I don't know him.
I didn't bring him. Can't you see?
Who's
We're not the same color. We did not come together.
We're not related. He sat next to me. I don't know who he is. He might have a gun. I don't even know. So I do remember that instance being very, very interesting.
But why is the phone something that just... You want to talk about the other phone incident?
The phone is a reoccurring theme in the relationship of Susan and Branden.
It is.
The phone, it acts as a...
conduit.
It is a conduit. It is to how we show our love and affection for one another. I can think of the first time the phone was utilized was in one of your classes there. We were giving speeches. I forget what on. We were giving speeches. And there just happened, I won't mention any names, mostly because I don't remember, but there was a student who gave a speech about something, and it was just god awful. I mean, I'm no Langston Hughes or anything, especially at the time, but it was just like, really? This is your speech? And it was insufferable. So...
You still had my phone number programmed from Bye Bye Birdie.
Still had
That's how he had my phone number. He would never have my phone number. But his
She
parents...
was my teacher, and the only reason why I had her phone number was because she needed to come and find me and have contact with me to go see Bye Bye Birdie. This is all the learning process. So don't be trying to do anything. She good. Okay, but so I had the number from that previous night, and I decided to use it to let her know what I felt about the speech that was happening at that time.
So the phone rings in the middle of the student's speech, and I never get any phone calls.
Never, not during class.
No. And so I look at it, and I'm like, I silence it, of course, and I'm looking, and I'm like, Branden. Well, the only Branden I know is in this class. And you want to show what you did to me when I looked over at you?
Okay, honestly, here's what was going through my head this time. I saw your reaction to my phone call, and it wasn't the immediate just like, so I was like, oh no, I could get in trouble for this. So it was like, oh no, how do I fix it or make it cute? Like, make it cute. So what I do is, I have my phone, and it's in my hand, and I see you, and you're looking at and then when you look over at me, that's when I just go, like you didn't already know who it was by the caller ID. And just make sure it's me. It's cool. Don't worry. Just don't yell at me. Don't write me up. Just answer the phone. It's me. And I even forgot what we were talking about.
You were gonna say you were gonna complain.
I was complaining about
the quality of the speech.
That's right. See, I thought it was being less rude to call you and tell you, opposed to walking up all the way over to your desk while he was giving a speech. Yeah. So it was a lesser of two evils, is what I think it was.
I too have learned my lesson from that experience, and I now silence my phone every day.
At all times.
First period, it's silenced, and it doesn't get back on volume until the end of the day.
Nice.
So I learned that. That's the Lewis effect.
The learning process.
It is.
I like it.
Anything you want to add? Because I think you have done a great job.
But I want to add something to you. I want to thank you so much because you put a lot of faith in me, especially like even today with the interviewing process. You put a lot of faith in me, and I honestly have to look at myself sometimes and think, I don't know where she thinks that I can just do these things that she asks of me. Like, I don't know how she sees that in me, but you find it and you make me do it, and I appreciate you beyond words. I mean, I have to say, you helped a lot in my growing up process, in the way that I think about certain things, in the way that I am, just with people. Like, you've helped me to become the person I am today, and I really do appreciate you for that, in that aspect. And then your movie is the shiz. I'm just saying I got that out there too. I think it's great. It's funny. It's engaging. I want to watch it, and I feel for the characters. I get the characters. I think it's just overall just amazing. Just it's a really well written film, and if you don't understand that, then you probably have problems.
Well, I think it's going to be a catalyst in your future.
I think it's gonna be catalyst in our future.
Yeah.
Our.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes.